Okay, hi there, this is Kim Willis with another one of my site review videos. And for this video, I'm delving into the world of cosmetic surgery. Yeah, and we're looking at a practice or a business called Form and Function Clinic. And like most of these cosmetic surgery, forgot about that. I just don't like hair sort of pulled back tight like that. Just personal preference. What would I know? Like virtually all of the cosmetic surgery websites that I've looked at, they're aesthetically pleasing, as you would expect for this type of business. It's quite important. Okay, but being aesthetically pleasing whilst important, is not the only factor when determining how successful a website will be in terms of, generating inquiries and winning customers, clients, patients, whatever you want to call them. Now, so this will not be a long review. I'll be quite quick this time, but there's just a few things that I want to bring to your attention, whether you're in the cosmetic surgery industry or you're in another industry. The points that I make will probably be you'll be able to apply them to your own business anyway, because the points are based on key principles. Now, the first thing I want to talk about here is the name of the business, Form and Function Clinic. Well, okay, it's not my favorite name, but that's the name that they've given themselves. But look at the domain name, ffclinic.com.au. I don't like that. I don't like the name of a business to be shortened like that into just a couple of few letter FF. FF Clinic. So look, I don't know why they didn't get a domain name, Form and Function Clinic or something like that. Get that domain name. They couldn't get it this is for Australia.com.au. I'm sure it would be available under .net. But that's just a small thing, small point. Now, let's have a look at this is the home page. And so what we've got is a series of photos highlighting different aspects of the services that they provide, and you can click on Find Out More to go deeper, to learn more. Okay, fine. Oops, didn't necessarily want to go to this one. Ah, dear. What about body? All right, so they've got some nice imagery once again. And then we've got little subcategories here: liposuction, tummy tuck, body lift, arm lift, cellulise. Underneath the photos, they have some text. All right, they've got some copy there, and that's the same. That process is replicated on all of the pages, and they've got a contact page. Okay. Name, email, title, write your message below. All right. And then over here, we've got a news section. It's like a blog. Okay. So, my breast augmentation journey. So there's a story. There is a story. Okay. And it looks like the last entry was February 7, 2014. Okay. Go back to the home page. Scroll down. We've got another navigation bar at the bottom. Let's go into their Facebook, see what they've got. There it is. It's a fan page, business page, timeline. Okay. It's been updated 1 hour ago. Now, how many fans have they got? 1,666. Right, so this practice is based in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. So they're updating their fan page, which is good. Some of them don't, and it's a very bad look. We've got some nice user-friendly content here. Have you got your bikini body ready for summer, etc.? Okay, that's good. Suggests that they've probably got some sort of a social media program in place here. They may be using an external service to get them as many fans as possible and then engage with those fans. All right, let's go back to the actual site itself. Now, here are a few superficial observations, important nevertheless. Well, first up, okay, I didn't look at the About page. Let's have a look at that. So we've got our practice. Let's have a look at that. Our practice. Located in the Mater Private Clinic, South Brisbane, the Form and Function Clinic is one of the area's longest established specialist plastic surgery practices. We offer a comprehensive range of reconstructive and aesthetic plastic surgery procedures, all performed within the Mater Private Hospital's state-of-the-art facilities. Our team of highly qualified surgeons, nurses and administrative staff have years of experience in the medical field and are committed to providing you with the best possible care before, during and after your procedure. Your consultations and any subsequent minor procedures will take place in the modern facilities, etc. We pride ourselves on offering the latest and most technically advanced procedures and technologies available today in today's market. Okay, got a few photos there, not many. The copy is adequate. That's all I would say. Now, I don't know who wrote this, whether a professional copywriter wrote it or they wrote it themselves and supplied it to the web designer. I don't know. But it doesn't exactly involve the reader. What we're wanting to do is to develop a narrative, a storyline that is compelling. And we use the U word often. I don't see the U word being used often here. This opening sentence in the third paragraph, that's a classic cliche. We pride ourselves on offering the latest, most technically advanced. Look, they all say that, don't they? See, when it's coming to, when we're talking about the home page or the About page or any other page for that matter, but particularly the About page, because people will always go to the About page, it has to satisfy the so what test. Does this page satisfy the so what test? That is, so what? All websites say that. So what? Who cares? It doesn't engage me. That's what people are thinking. It doesn't engage me. It doesn't excite me. It doesn't reassure me. See, that's another point. What we have to look at the concerns that our target audience has when determining whether they'll go with one business versus another. And we're talking about the cosmetic surgery industry. Look, I'm not a cosmetic surgeon, but I would say, and I think most cosmetic surgeons would probably agree with me, the concerns that people have when it comes to getting cosmetic surgery would be something like this. Number one, is it safe? Is it safe? Because we've seen the horror stories on TV. We know that sometimes these procedures go wrong. And it's probably in a very, very small percentage of cases that it does go wrong. But people remember the imagery of a botched procedure. So is it safe? Do I see anywhere here where this concern is being addressed? Well, I've had a pretty good look through this site. I don't see it. I don't see it. If it's there, it's hidden. It's not. It's somewhat obscure. So that's another point. We want to address the concerns that people have. Is it safe? Another concern they have is, well, is it affordable? Of course, we know that in a first world country like Australia, it's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive. And we also know that a percentage of people, an increasing number of people, are becoming medical tourists and they're going to Bangkok and places like that. That's another issue for some of these clinics. Maybe they need to address that issue. You know where I'd be addressing it? Here, on the news page. Let's call it a blog. It's a bad look, just as an aside, to see that the last blog post was 2014. I'm recording this in October 2015. But this is where I would have stories. I would really expand the narrative. I would be talking about the concerns that people have and why they shouldn't have those concerns. Educating people. There are other concerns as well, such as how long does it take? How long will it be before, I'm completely, all the scar, the stitches are out and all the rest of it. Now they've got one here, just speaking about Bangkok, dangers of cosmetic tourism in the news. All right, nothing wrong with that. Now, but 2014, Dr. Scott rides for cancer. Okay, that's a good idea for a story. But there's nothing, look, if you're not going to keep a blog current, you're better off disabling it. Because it's just a very bad look. Okay, so you either get rid of it or you use it the way it was intended. And if it was me, I would use it because it's a wonderful opportunity to communicate with people today based on what is happening today. There are always story ideas. Sometimes there are topical stories that need to be talked about in your niche. Why not? Why not feature them here? And that will help to draw people closer to you. Of course, have a call to action at the bottom of the story. Notice here, there's no call to action. Just maybe a little call to action with a link to the contact page, a contact us page, a link to that page, a call to action. So if it was me, I'd be really doing something here. I'd be putting in some relevant content, current content, include a call to action, write in a very user-friendly way, a way that is involving. It involves the reader. As I said, we want to develop a narrative for our practice, for our business. A narrative that is compelling, a narrative that is unique to the business, that separates this business from all the others, from the competitors. Just one little side point here. Our practice manager, Renee. Okay, now if I don't know if that's Renee or that's just something that they got from Google Images or what, but why wouldn't you put a photograph of Renee's face? Don't necessarily need to see her boobs, but a photograph of the person's face. She's the practice manager. She's the public face of the practice. People love to see the face. They like to see the eyes and the smile and all the rest of it. Okay. What else? Okay, we'll leave that. I think you got the idea here with the news or blog page. Let's go to the contact page, have a closer look at that. Now, I know this is a professional service firm, and there is a school of thought that says that with a professional service firm, you shouldn't appear to be salesish. And I agree with that. I agree with that. I teach skilled people how to attract clients without selling. Because that's the last thing that you want to do, is create the perception that, you're in the game of hustling. That's not what we want to do. That said, I think there is virtue in having your practice manager or somebody follow up when somebody makes an inquiry, and follow up by phone. If not, okay, follow up with a personal email. So we've got an opportunity here for people to fill in an email, to add their email, their title. If it was me, I would add a phone number field as well. Now, people don't have to add their phone number. You make it optional, okay? But if somebody does add a phone number, all that you need to do is give that person a courtesy call. Not a sales call, a courtesy call. Is there anything we can help you with? I noticed that you completed this form. I'm just wondering if there's anything we can help you with. And I just want to say hi and introduce ourselves to you. Something like that, okay? Natural, easy, simple, doable. A doable way to connect with people without appearing to be salesish. Okay, so it's an idea there. I'm not going to go through every page here. The site is nicely laid out and all the rest of it. It's just that some of the details, there isn't a compelling narrative here, and I think a lot of it can be done over here in the news section or the blog section. The about page, I would expand that a bit. I would definitely have more copy in there and make it much more you focused. In other words, customer focused, client focused. All right, and address one or two of their concerns. Is it safe? Are these procedures safe, etc. And do it in a very user-friendly way, and you will draw people closer to you. And if you're really speaking their language, it's far more likely that they'll make an inquiry, because it resonates with them. It resonates. It just hits the spot. Now, I wrote a significant blog post on my own blog not that long ago, and it was about the narrative, how to use stories, etc., when communicating with people. So there should be a link to that blog post. Go and have a look at it. There's some good ideas in there, and a lot of people have said it's very, very helpful. So they're just a few ideas. Another point that I mentioned before I close off is that when I've done Google searches for the most obvious keyword phrases that people are going to be searching for, whether it's breast augmentation, reduction, etc., liposuction, tummy tuck, etc., this site does not show up. It's not being ranked. So that suggests that there has been little or no SEO work done for this site. If there has been some, I haven't checked that, but if there has been some SEO, it's been minimal. It's been minimal. So that's another area. I mean, if you're going to have a website, you at least want it to show up on the first page for at least some of the important keywords. Otherwise, it doesn't defeat the purpose of having a website, but it certainly reduces its effectiveness and potency in the marketplace, in the online space. All right, as I said, this is not an exhaustive review of this particular website. This is a pleasant looking website. No problem on that front, but functionality or effectiveness in terms of building a case so that people are almost compelled to reach out and make an inquiry, that's where I have an issue. That's where I have an issue. So take some of these ideas, have a look at your own website, whatever industry you're in, and see if you can apply them. Otherwise, you can reach out to me or someone in our team, and we can certainly give you something a bit more personalised, customised for your business. All right, this is Kim Willis. Bye for now.